How can we treat animal phobias without external help? Phobia is an extreme level of fear. A phobia means an uncontrollable and irrational fear. Those who have a phobia not only fear the animal itself but also panic at its image or even hearing its name. I am very afraid of, for example, cats. How can I overcome this fear within myself? First, we must accept that fear of animals is a natural fear because we have a survival instinct, and this has been ingrained in our minds from our ancestors, the cave dwellers, as they were attacked by predators. My ancestors, like leopards and cheetahs, would attack them, so it is natural that this fear still remains in my mind. Therefore, we should not blame ourselves or those who have this fear. Additionally, a bitter memory from childhood may have lingered in my mind. For instance, when I was a child, I might have had an experience where a cat attacked me suddenly while I was walking by, and that fear remains. Instead of directly confronting the animal, start with images of them. You can search for various pictures of the animal you fear, like cats or snakes, on the internet and gradually look at them. This will help you gradually become familiar with the image of the animal and reduce your fear. In the first step, look at pictures of whatever you are afraid of, because if I say to hug a cat to get rid of your fear, that won't help. There was a time when a TV show did this, and it caused so much psychological damage to people. For someone like me who had a phobia of snakes, they would take me into a room and put a snake in my lap. At that moment, I might think I'm under the control of the researchers around me and that this snake doesn't have venom, but the stress that hits my heart at that moment creates a basis for a heart attack because my left ventricle experiences a bad contraction. This is not right. When we are afraid of something, first look at its picture. Nowadays, thanks to the internet, you can search for any image on Google. The subconscious fears that what we are afraid of will seriously harm us to the point where our lives are endangered. However, when I'm looking at a picture of a snake, I know that it cannot harm me. I started with looking at pictures of different snakes and then gradually began to cleanse myself. While doing these exercises, pay attention to your relaxation and use deep breathing. This will help reduce stress and promote a greater sense of calm. The next step is to use the oponopono technique. This technique involves 4 magical phrases: I'm sorry, please forgive me, I love you, and thank you. When looking at images of the animal, repeat these phrases to cleanse negative emotions. To overcome any fear, first connect with its image. Then gradually this fear will fade away in your real life. But this fear is a natural one. It belongs to the collective consciousness of the planet. It's not that only one person has this problem. This can be resolved through cleansing and reaching peace with the image of that creature. Once you feel more comfortable with images, you can gradually approach real animals. This should be done slowly and cautiously so that you feel more at ease. Alongside this, we can also use the technique of being an elevated observer, which we have explained in other files. With practice and patience, you can reduce your phobia and gradually become more comfortable with the animals you once feared. It's important to give yourself time and carefully go through each step.